She's originally from Dallas, Texas. Cheryl Allison, welcome to Actors Eat Chat.
Thank you.
Is the lead of Illness. How does it feel when people say you're the lead of Illness?
Well, it feels great.
Yes,
I was so honored to do it.
Do you have mental illness in your family? If you're okay with talking about it.
I actually don't.
Okay.
I actually don't. So I did a lot of research.
So you haven't known people personally that you could relate to and say, okay, when I'm doing this, I need to understand
Not
Tom
in my family.
or whomever.
I don't. But actually, when I was offered the role, I started my preparation for it, and it was interesting. I had put on Facebook.
How were you offered the role?
Well, Karina, our producer, who you just met, she had no choice but to hire me.
I had heard the rumors
because
of that.
we've been such close friends. Exactly.
Going back 20 years.
And knowing her for 22 years, she had no choice.
Nice.
So, yeah.
So when you first put it out to the world, hey, I'm going to be doing a lead in a film about mental illness, how did your peers react to that?
Well, it was interesting because when I started talking about it a little bit on Facebook, I had friends reaching out to me that I hadn't seen for 25 years.
And this is your Facebook page?
That's my Facebook page, yes. From high school, that they started private messaging me, telling me that they had a daughter or a son who suffered with mental illness, and if I'd like to talk with them and hear their story. So it was really amazing and about how prevalent it is and how it affects so many people.
I think it's like a lot of things. We hear the numbers they give. Are the numbers really real? Because there's those who won't admit it, those who won't go get diagnosed, a myriad of things.
Right.
It may be more prevalent than we realize. Certainly our government is suffering from it most of the time. What the revelation was when you started to delve into this and actually do the project?
When I started researching it and the facts, I was really blown away by it. I couldn't believe it. And I started talking one-on-one with some friends and hearing their personal stories and how they were being shunned, and their children weren't invited to play with other kids or partake in certain groups at school. And then when I met...
So completely ostracized from the group.
Exactly. And when I met Randy Silverman, who Karina's talked about, she was a huge influence on me, because this film really is a window into her life, and several of the events that happen in our film represented some things that she went through.
So you actually got to learn firsthand from someone who's experienced these types of things. Have you become more involved in NAMI and the cause to help mental illness as a result of this?
Yes, because of this film and talking about it, and I'm very much involved now with the team in going out and hopefully, especially the educational purposes, and trying to get a sort of a curriculum in schools and have the awareness raised.
Now, you both have talked about a curriculum in schools. What are you envisioning? Because there are so many different types of mental illness, just like there are addiction. Alcoholism, you may not treat the same way you would heroin addiction. Schizophrenia probably isn't the same as bipolar.
Right. Well,
how does that work?
Well, I think that we're hoping to get into the educational system and start a program where we're raising awareness with teachers, having it communicated with the students, so they're not fearful of it, because they are ostracized and blame is placed.
And it's not something you're going to catch like a cold or a flu from someone.
It's not something that you can go into a doctor, they x-ray you, and they say, okay, there is the point of the problem.
And right after surgery, this will be fixed.
Well, like we compared it to cancer. You can go in, you can locate it, figure out the course of treatment. And mental illness is not that easy. It's very complex, and you can have many different things. Sometimes you're not just bipolar. You're bipolar with something else. And that's the issue. And I think children, especially in schools, that they're just labeled as behavioral problems, that sort of thing. They act out, and then the parents are blamed, and not enough discipline at home. And a lot of times that's not the case.
Not the case. And what's interesting, now that I just flashed on this, this film and Homeland, which the whole theme of the main character is about bipolar and mental illness, we're now starting to make it so we can talk about it. When it becomes in television and film and print, now it's okay for us to talk about it. It opens the door.
It's the last stigma that we need to reach. just like, you know, now cancer is talked about. Where's the ribbon for mental illness?
You started out singing and dancing and performing from childhood. Did you ever think when you were 5 or 6 doing your first chorus as a mezzo-soprano?
Lyric coloratura.
I see.
Yes, I have the high notes.
Really up there.
I refuse to be labeled as a mezzo.
I see. You break the glass.
Right, okay. I do.
So when you're out breaking glass, did you ever think you would be doing something like this? And why are you so passionate about it?
You know what? I didn't. You know, I started out in musical theater, and actually...
That's your musical side, in fact.
There it is. There it is right there.
So we can hear you break glass there.
Yeah, it may not be pretty,
okay.
But you know, I make it do it. But I actually met Karina doing Camelot. That's where we met. We were doing
so
a New
she
York
was
production.
Singing with you.
And she is a mezzo-soprano. That's why I'm talking about not being a mezzo-soprano.
I see. You have to distinguish here, my friend.
Exactly. So we met doing Camelot, and that has been the bulk of my career is doing musical theater.
Doing Camelot.
Yes, okay. I've done Camelot for 20+ years now.
Great.
But so doing the theater, and then have started to get more involved with film and TV.
Which do you prefer? Because they're so very different in stage. You've got to project to the balcony, and on a set for television or film, you have to be more intimate sometimes.
You know what? I can't say which I like best. The thing I love about theater is that it's live, very much like this. You don't know what's going to happen. You got to go with it. The show must go on.
Right.
And I do love the instant applause. You know, I like that instant gratification.
And you don't always get that on a live set.
You don't get that. But you know, filming Illness was so interesting because you get to do it a lot. You get to try different things, and
here's your IMDb page.
There's my IMDb.
You were on Dallas?
I am working on Dallas last season and this season.
Oh, okay, because I didn't see you with the original JR unless you were like this tall.
Well, I had the honor of meeting Larry, yes, last year,
cool.
And I can't tell you, he was an amazing man. Amazing man. And
now, growing up in Dallas, and the Dallas shoots actually taking place in Dallas, did you, as a child, go to the sets and say, someday I'm going to be on Dallas?
Well, actually, the original series was not shot in Dallas.
The outside
I mean, well, yeah, they would do shots of South Fork or things like that, but it was...
I've been there, I know they did.
Yeah,
oh, there's Larry.
That's right, there's Larry.
Yes.
Larry Hagman. But it was filmed in Los Angeles. But now this...
They look so much alike, too, don't they?
Of course, yeah, exactly.
Dallas.
But, so now this new series of Dallas is being shot completely 100%
on location.
Dallas. Yeah, we have studios there at the Southside Studios, and they shoot at South.
I think they put those in after I left. When did the Southside Studios go in?
You know what? I don't know. I don't know when it is.
Well, maybe not. Maybe they were there, and I just don't remember them. I used to live in Addison.
Oh, you did?
Where you sang for the city or something, I heard.
When I was in high school,
Here's the Dallas, what's this, double?
That's that's one of our season posters. I think that might be season 2 poster.
Okay.
There, yeah. No, in Addison I sang, it was right after high school, they decided to do a professional show choir called Celebration USA, and we went around singing on behalf of the town of Addison.
Singing around the country?
I don't have that on my resume, but I did do it.
Yes.
I did do it.
Okay. So, in doing a project like this, where do you see it helping the overall message of what you're trying to accomplish?
Well, I think raising awareness and doing things like what we're doing right now.
Okay.
Having people talk about it. It was interesting. Yesterday, at our first day at La Femme, we were at the cinemas seeing some screenings, and another filmmaker came up to us and was interested in our film, asking us what it's about.
Oh, look at Mental Illness Awareness Week is taking place.
It is.
Wow.
It was last week.
But we can still make people aware this week.
Right.
Okay.
But this filmmaker came up to us yesterday, and she said, a couple of years ago, she was suffering from depression and was dealing with a mental illness disorder, and she got help. So it just sparks conversation everywhere you go.
So while the affliction is still there, she may not be suffering as much anymore. We'll be talking more about that in just a moment. Stay tuned. Karina Rush and Cheryl Allison from the movie Illness. And this is a film that has brought a family together, if you will, of new people working together.
Yes, it has.
How so?
Well, we all played, we all wore different hats for this movie. I obviously was the lead actress, but I also was the music supervisor, and I worked with Karina, our producer's son, in scoring the film.
Oh, how very nice. So there will be a soundtrack coming out soon.
Well, no, not for 15 minutes, but it was a great experience. It really was. And so it was a group effort, and that's what I think gave it that family feel.
Now, how is Linda, who actually got you here today? We got this call late last night. Linda Cruz going, "Hi, I know I was going to be a guest tomorrow, but I have other people I think are more important today," which surprised me.
Yes.
Yes.
Linda is a very dear friend of Karina Rush's.
And you all staying together? No.
I didn't, but I think that Karina and Linda
did. Okay.
I think so.
Many years ago. So as you came together as a family working on this film, this is going to be the same group that will go on and do the full-length feature if this comes together and other projects? Or where do you envision this group going together, your ensemble?
Well, there's already another script that's completed that Karina and Jonathan are now pitching that has already been in the top 3 at the New Hampshire International Film Festival for screenplays, and it's also in the California Independent Film Festival, and it's called Max's Fantastic Adventure, the Adventures of the Lost Souls.
I see. And we have a question from one of our Actors E-Chatters today.
Actually, I just wanted to mention that Linda Cruz, she's taking care of the marketing aspect of the short film.
So she's also now a publicist, news anchor, model extraordinaire, producer, director.
I know.
Darn, man, she's just adding to her resume skills.
And let's look at all of their websites so that we know where.
Absolutely. So let's see if you can help me identify. That's your Indiegogo.
That was Indiegogo, and this is our IMDb page.
Make sure you like these pages when you go to them.
And please rate Illness on IMDb because it helps the film.
Oh, really? Okay.
And this is our Illness Facebook page.
Right.
And you can like it. In fact, the likes are already going up.
And invite your friends to like it. And here, so they can actually follow the movie on Twitter at Illness the Movie.
Illness the Movie.
Okay.
Exactly. That is my website.
Should they like this one also?
Of course. They should sign up for my mailing list.
Okay.
CherylAllison.net. Absolutely.
Oh, you're a .netter. I see.
I'm a .net.
Cheryl and here's your IMDb.
That's
now, are you Cheryl Allison 1 or like, how many Cheryl Allisons are there?
There's only one Cheryl Allison.
Just wanted to make sure I had that correct.
No. And then that is my YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm a composer and I put,
So we see your live performances also.
Yeah, and there's live performances and concert, that sort of thing.
Now you're backwards here. At Allison Cheryl.
Twitter, they already had a Cheryl Allison, so they made me be Allison Cheryl. So, I answer to anything.
Okay. Hey, you!
Exactly.
And this is your
that
Facebook
is my fan
page
on Facebook.
Okay, so make sure you like that also.
Absolutely.
And invite your friends. By the way, if you didn't know it, on these Facebook pages and other pages, you can invite other people. This is your singing site?
That is my Reverb Nation music page because I compose production music and license it out.
Okay.
And that's my composing
and that's
page.
Karina Rush's.
That is Karina, and there's her horses, which we have seen. We love. That's her Facebook page.
Okay.
And let's see. And that is the amazing Linda Cruz.
Exactly.
Who is the reason this is all happening.
Have as a future guest here on Actors E-Chat in the future. I know that guy. That's that guy who can do movie trailer voices for you.
I was told to stay away from him.
Okay. Run like heck.
And I think that's him
my Facebook page. Yeah, go like that page.
And are you wearing a cowboy hat?
I actually am. That was in Vegas. We shot that. And there's my Twitter page at Kurt Kelly. And
you're trying to be a Texan there.
Well, I actually lived in Dallas.
You want to come beyond Dallas?
When I worked for ABC. Sure, I'd love to.
All right.
I was on Dallas. No, that's not. And then I lived in Houston also.
Oh,
so
I have all of my relatives are in Houston. Most of my relatives.
I loved Houston when I was there. It gets a bad rap sometimes, but there's a lot
It's humid, but it's great.
Yeah, it was actually a very bizarre experience when ABC flew me there, and I'm getting out of an airplane before we even hit the jetway. When they opened the doors, I felt like I'm in a sauna. I needed to peel my suit off.
I was just there last week.
Culture, really.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you know what I'm talking about. Thank you for joining us today and for sharing information, both you and Karina, about the illness and the film, the movie, and the whole thing that we need to start talking more about. Thank you for joining us and all the guests that we have had for Actors E-Chat.